entirely sure where it cut out. So sorry about that. But I was just asking Spike what he thought the future of the country looks like with a president who might not live for the next 4 years. And even if he does, might not be able to carry out the responsibilities of the president for 4 years. So what were your thoughts on that?
So here's what I will say, and I feel because I had this really long, illustrious answer, and it turns out only you heard it.
It was the most brilliant thing that anyone has ever said.
Smartest thing I've ever said in my life. No, so I think honestly, I don't think it matters whether Biden makes it through his first term or gets replaced with Harris or whatever. Honestly, I don't think it would have mattered if Trump had won instead of Biden. I think what happens when a Republican remains in office, whether they get replaced by another one or whether they get reelected, is government continues to grow. The rate at which government grows continues to grow. There are further and increased infringements on our lives and our rights and our properties. Things like the right to keep and bear arms, the right to be able to, seek affordable services, the right to be able to seek opportunities and work without having to pay the government for the permission to be able to do that. Whether we're talking about debt being run up in our names, that will continue to go up. The taxation base will continue to go up. Government spending will continue to skyrocket out of control. I don't think really there's going to be a major difference, which is why I never really buy into this, well, we have to vote for this person or all is lost. Things are just going to continue to steadily and progressively get worse slowly over time as a result of continued centralization of power in this country. And the way that we can end that is by kicking them all the hell out of office and replacing them with people, libertarians, who recognize that people do best, that the American people, that people in general do best when we are most free. And electing people who will get into positions of power to take that power, dismantle the systems that keep it in their hands, and put it back in the hands of the people where it always belonged. But what do I think Biden's presidency is going to look like? I think it's going to look like what would have happened if Donald Trump had been reelected. More debt, more spending, more war, more people in prison, more laws, more orders, more lockdowns, more restrictions on our lives, more new ATF decisions, more regulations that drive up the cost of doing business in the U.S., more job losses as a result of that, just more of the same bad things that have more continuation of the opioid epidemic that we're not even talking about anymore as a result of the war on drugs, all that stuff. All of that's just going to get that much worse until we get rid of these people.
Yep, pretty much. Government always grows, and your liberties always lessen. That
yes.
always happens, no matter who's in charge. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up there. Plug your stuff. Where can people follow you and get more of your brilliant thoughts?
It's wild. So for so long, now is when I would start saying, go to joe20.com, and that's all. We're not doing that anymore. If you go, right now I'm on Facebook, I am on Twitter, I am on YouTube, I am on Instagram, and I'm on TikTok, even though I never do anything on TikTok. But I'm on those things, and we are currently working on making a website, spikecohen.com. But in the meantime, right now, you can go to my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram, my YouTube. And check out what I'm doing. My Twitter and Facebook are what I'm most active on, but my YouTube has a ton of videos that we put up and are already up on usually on Mondays. Not this Monday, obviously, but on most Mondays, I do at 8 p.m. Eastern something called Culture of Winning on my Facebook and my Twitter and YouTube. It's a live thing where I interview elected libertarians that have been elected to office, so we can demystify the idea of libertarians getting elected, talk about how they get elected, and make a blueprint for other libertarians getting elected. Like I said, if you live anywhere near Sacramento, California, this weekend on Saturday at 4 local time, I will be at the Capitol building at the Reopen California Now anti-lockdown protest. I'll be one of the speakers there. So come out. I'd love to get to meet you or see you again if I've already met you. And so I'll be there. And there's a lot of big news that's unfolding that I can't talk about at this very moment, but like literally a week or two from now, some really big stuff's going to be coming out in here. It's going to be very exciting. But anyway, so we will certainly be doing that stuff. But yeah, if you live near Sacramento, come see me this Saturday. And just follow me on social media, and you'll get to see how we can continue to work to set America free. That's what my entire goal is. This was never about just this campaign for me. This was never about a moment. This is about a movement. This is about a revolution. And nothing can stop a good idea whose time has come. I believe that our time is now, and I hope that you join me.
Absolutely. And make sure you go watch Spike's show, because he had our fellow host on his show, Ben Backus, just a little while ago.
On Culture of Winning. Yeah.
Yep. I was very, very entertained watching you interview co-founder of this show on your own show. So that was awesome. Make sure you go over to the Muddy Waters podcast and
no, that's not. Yeah,
so that on Muddy Waters.
That wasn't on Muddy Waters. So yes, check me out on Muddy Waters on Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 8. But this was actually on that Culture of Winning thing I was just talking about, because Ben got elected. Ben was just elected, so I had him on to talk about how we got elected. So that's Culture of Winning. But if you go to my, if you search Spike Cohen Ben Backus, you will find the interview that I did of him for Culture of Winning. So check that out.
You do too much stuff, Spike. Just too much stuff. I can't keep it all straight. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We'll have to have you again on sometime.
Yeah, thank you, man.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening to our show. Remember, go to our website, roads2liberty.com, to purchase merchandise. And if you want to see all of our episodes, think-liberty.com is the website for that. Good night, everyone. And don't forget, tomorrow, Token and Hobbs Show, 9 p.m. Central. Can't wait to see you there.